And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Fast. You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
Who?
Jack Burton. Me. Old Jack always says, what the hell?
Oh, man.
All right, we just heard a couple of tracks open that up.
Yeah.
And then we heard some Jack Burton. That was Berserker, Mouth of Sauron, the band featuring our very own Elijah, one of our new writers. And then we heard a What song.
What?
What? And that was Goddamn Waste. Tonight we have on with us for the fucking fifth time.
I can't count.
Fifth time?
We can't get enough.
Oh, fuck.
They keep coming all over us. One steel wound. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves for the fifth time?
I'm Brandon. I'm the singer.
I'm Dan. I'm the guitarist.
I'm Gerard. I'm the butler.
Don.
The Don.
The butlers.
I'm Dan. I'm the 1999 Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Hey. I'm the guitar.
If you haven't seen those videos, Zuko will be sure to show you
1999
later.
Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Showed my
You should say
I showed my dad those videos the other day. It was great. My mom hated them. My dad couldn't stop laughing.
the if Chevy commercials
Yeah.
were real.
Now he can't stop looking at me and going, Morgan, it's those commercials.
The one commercial, he's like, you
We'll
guys
show
all
'em.
drive a Chevy truck, right? And he's like, no. He's like, and they're like, listing off what they drive, and then he's like, the guy's like, I drive a 1999 Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Wait a minute. Haven't I seen you before?
The dumbest car ever.
Okay.
1999 Suzuki Grand Vitara. Wow. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a goofy ass show.
When
When
isn't it?
it?
So, fifth time. When's the last 4 times they've been on, Morgan?
We're going to go back in time here. Hold on. Let me pull up
I
my
think it was like 2013.
time machine.
I was beardless at the time.
What?
Yeah.
Are you that far in the past?
What?
No.
I'm talking about the first time we were on.
Oh, the first
The
time.
first time.
Yeah, that's why he went that far.
Well,
in
the
past.
first time that you guys were on, it was all thanks to Bill, who's no longer,
No longer
a part
with
of our
us.
show. Well, he didn't die. He
May he
just
rest in peace.
ghosted us. The first time that you guys were on the show was May 27th, 2014.
Holy shit.
You came back September 30th of 2014, rejoined us January 27th of 2015, and then 2 years ago, October 11th in 2016 was your
My
last
God.
time here.
October 11th. It was you and I, Gerard.
Yes, it was.
It was just you two.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
They didn't let me come. They
So do we
locked
act
the
any
room and-
older?
Brandon was hiking. That's what I was doing. It was
We don't act any older, do we?
very
I hope we don't.
intense.
No, you look the same.
So what have you been doing since
2016.
2016?
Drugs.
Drugs. All right.
Hardcore.
365.
We've had
I've been
countless
broke
setbacks. ever since.
Countless
yes, we have.
setbacks.
Countless
Yes, we have.
All right, list every single one of them.
So since
Okay.
2016,
Well,
where
Dan-
did
well,
everything start to derail?
Dan lost his virginity. That's where it all
Dan
started.
actually left us.
That shouldn't be a setback.
Dan,
It really was.
it is if you're born again. Dan actually
Like born again
left
Christian.
for about 8 months to pursue his gay porn career.
How'd that go?
Yeah, Dan, tell him all
What?
about it.
It's kind of scary.
I was-
You looked
there's a
familiar
lot
in
of
something, and I recently.
I thought I was just like a crew member.
Turns out
So what was your name in the
for 8
credits?
months.
It was Jack Burton.
It was Skittles.
It was no. In all
Taste
Your
the
slogan
rainbow.
was "Taste the Rainbow."
in all seriousness, though, if you go online, you type in "Dirty Dan,"
You'll
he
find
pops
him.
up everywhere. So
Don't do it.
He's actually the most famous one.
right before
in
an
One Steel
orgasm.
Wound, so
That's
Comes
right.
the rainbow.
Tasted.
yeah.
But no, we've had members leave. We've had downtime in the creative construct of this latest record. We had a member almost die. Gerard, because he was in a car accident.
No
with a
comment.
Semi-truck, because he hates semi-trucks. So he's like, I'm gonna cut one off.
I saw the muffler wasn't working right, so I wanted to really get underneath there.
So we've had a lot of setbacks.
He wanted to see what he could do with a '92 Honda. Obviously, he
like
didn't
semi
win.
truck versus 99 Honda.
99
Who's gonna win?
1999 Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of setbacks, but this week actually has probably been the most productive week we've had, and we aim to keep it going.
It's because you're here.
It's because we're here.
Yeah.
It's because we just
You're making an announcement
you
that you're going to
started
come
this.
out and do better,
Yeah, we're gonna do better. Rock hard, strength and power.
more pornos.
Gay porn hard.
Gay porn.
Here comes the rainbow, motherfuckers.
We're gonna gay porn
Gay
so
porn
hard
hard.
for the rest of the year. You hear me, brother?
I mean, yeah. I mean, this past week, like Dan said, has been pretty surreal. We're actually working with a new producer to finish out the One Steel Wound album.
Well, not finished, but
Finish.
yeah.
To get it out
Yeah,
there.
to get
We're
it
gonna
out
get
there.
it on in your hands. On you.
It's
and
gonna
in
be
your hands.
there soon. So
We have a drummer that we're planning to meet tomorrow that we can't announce just yet until it's official, but that should be really good for us as well. And we're here at the Metal Experience.
yeah.
That's right.
So let's talk a little bit about the new music. You brought a couple tracks as well tonight that we'll preview and we'll discuss.
Yeah.
So the new producer that you guys brought on, how far along into the recording process were you before you reached out to them?
And where were you recording?
We started out recording in 2017, early 2017. We've probably been working on this music for the last 2.5 years. Very casual, due to personal fucking setbacks and all that other shit. We also lived together and got evicted.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It was great stuff.
Lived together, got evicted together.
There's a lot of crazy.
There was a lot of
wacky
things we were
shit.
doing together.
Gerard.
Did you hold his hand when he lost his virginity
No, I was
too?
holding his hand when I was jerking him.
Okay.
I was actually filming, so I should be getting the most credit.
But yeah, it's about 2.5 years. It probably only took to write if you wanted to just take all the time devoted to write everything, I'd probably say you could probably add it up in a few months, but it was such a dragged out process due to numerous various reasons. We're planning on just hitting the restart button, and we're going back into the studio next week.
Yeah.
Super
And we're
excited.
gonna pump one out before December
Pump one out.
Little
Yeah.
quickie.
in a '99 Suzuki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I would say about this is I feel that it's totally different from Vendetta. I feel that Vendetta was really not the best interpretation of what we wanted to do at the time. I don't know about these guys, but for me it was I wanted to do something different for a long time, and this new album just kind of packs a bunch of different elements, and it's not just about being heavy anymore. I feel like anybody can just do that, but to drive a message and serve a purpose is something that means more to me and more to the music that we're trying to do than pretty much anything. So
Well, where did you said this CD, how many tracks are going to be or on the CD?
We're planning on just taking it song by song.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk actually online of all these people basically saying is an album really worth it these days?
I mean, the perfect example would be Muse. I mean, they just did a 4-song EP and they didn't release the album yet, and people are going berserk for it because they gave every song individual attention.
Trent Reznor spoke on it, but we will release an album altogether, and it'll be physical and everything. But right now we're just planning on releasing song by song and making the most out of each one. Because if you just drop 8 all at once, eventually everyone's just gonna be okay, next. Next material. But if we drag it out and, which I think a lot of artists should do because there's a lot of time and money and shit that goes behind this shit, you should drag it out as much as you can, especially since no one's getting paid for this shit anymore.
And everybody's artists. I mean, so they want their message to be heard, so why not make it count?
yeah.
So backtrack for a second. Trent Reznor spoke on what?
The value of releasing albums versus singles and EPs.
Okay.
And I think they referenced Spotify and how Spotify prioritizes certain releases over others.
Because
So,
Trent's been doing a lot more of EP releasing
that's
Yeah.
probably
the past
why.
few years.
Yeah.
So how many tracks are you thinking for what you're recording now?
Probably 7 or 8.
Okay. Is there a working title, or are you guys just seeing where it
No,
takes you?
No.
We were thinking about doing just a self-titled because it's sort of also a rebrand. We're doing a whole new logo. It's basically going to be a whole new band. When we started out this music, it was basically long studio sessions writing in the studio, and it actually came to a point where certain band members were skeptical because of how different of a sound it was, and they were the people that do our material off Vendetta, this may alienate them, and we had to have certain discussions about them, but we said fuck it,
Yeah.
this is where we're at, because we wrote all that shit when we were really young.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we also retracted too a ton of times, so I don't know, kind of what me and Dan and Gerard were just on the base of doing was just saying let's do something that we want to do opposed to just doing stuff that a producer essentially wants to do. And that kind of how at the time when we worked with Steve, Vendetta was an awesome record, but as far as input goes, we didn't really have the final say. So it was all right, I made it cool. It sounds good. It's not worth changing. So just keep it the way it is. And what we're doing now is we have the capability of going back and retracking and really fine tuning everything. So
Yeah, I think regardless, if you take a snapshot of the band back when we were at that age, I think
I have it if you want it.
and no, anyone that was working with us on our music would have probably definitely had to step up to the plate and acted as a fifth band member, because at least I personally don't feel like we've excelled as songwriters except for probably these last like 2 years. And we got a real grip on songwriting versus it's like trying to jack off on our instruments.
You know, it was the entire process. It was really like eye-opening and enlightening, because, I mean, a lot of us, we go, oh, I love that riff, or oh, I like the way that sounded, and we kind of got educated to record it and break it down piece by piece and see what we can change to make it even more unique or even better than it was, and just piece by piece. So it took a while to learn how to do that.
And Nick Palazzo really helped with that at
Yeah.
Evolution Recording, which is who we started out with this record.
yeah, and I feel like the friendship, as far as like, I don't know, being in a band for almost 8 years and, you know, doing this, like, something that, you know, you want to take to the next level. It's just like, there have been times that have been really hard, and, you know, super low times. There have been super high times, but it's just like, I feel that
Super high times.
me, Gerard, and Dan.
No drugs were involved.
Yeah. But I really feel that like we've gained more of a bond and a trust and just overall a better balanced friendship, because, like, you know, when you're young and you're dumb and, you know,
Full of cum.
you're full of cum.
Oh my God.
And you're
Half tank.
super rebellious. Yeah, man. But no, like, seriously, it's just rad that, like, we can walk in a room, talk to each other, sit down with us, and actually say what we want and what we want to do, opposed to just somebody just shooting it down all together. So I don't know.
As of now, it's just One Steel Wound is us three, but that may change tomorrow at 9 a.m. in Chicago.
So then how's the writing process been without a drummer?
It was, luckily for us, a lot of the people that have been helping us are drummers, so
Yeah.
they kind of help us figure out the parts as they go, see what would sound cool. We try out different ideas, maybe 3 or 4 per part, and see what sounds the best to continue it on.
Yeah.
It's just trial and error. You try, you fail, you try again.
I do
Yeah.
a lot of programmed drums through Logic, and that's actually helped me out a lot, just like thinking in a drummer's mind.
Yeah.
So we do basically everything that's written or is currently being written. Like Gerard and I we were just up till like 2 a.m, just like writing tracks, just like for the fuck of it. Like we'll just program the drums in Logic or FL Studio, whatever he's got. And that kind of like fills the gap, and then whoever we bring on board or play with in live person, they hear what we're trying to go for, but you know, we're not
And
drummers by any
Kind of
means.
make it their own.
Exactly.
Yeah, let them get inspired and go with it. Take it.
Yeah. But the drummers that we have worked with, I mean, they were super down to earth guys. They were, you know, pretty straightforward with everything. Unfortunately, it was more so like scheduling and just overall, like, this is what we want with our lives. You know, this is what we crave, and, you know, this is our passion. Some people, unfortunately, just like already had established lives, and they can't really walk away when they have a marriage or, you know, a relationship or any of that. So, like we don't hate anybody at the end of the day. Like, we always want to just, you know, be straightforward to people as much as we can. But, hopefully this does go good with this new drummer that we're working with, because he's like a pretty big touring musician. He's been well known, and so hopefully tomorrow, if everything goes through, there will be some sort of post or something at the end of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't know.
And trust me, when you find out, it's going to be pretty crazy.
It's going to be the cat pajamas.
I know.
Oh.
It's going to blow some minds
That's what I want to hear.
and some penises. You know?
It's gonna blow some penises.
So the new stuff that you guys have been working on, was any of it the stuff that you had shown me previous to this that you had kind of?
2016.
Yeah.
2016.
Or did you scrap that stuff?
I will say that I remember that, and it was a piece of it. It was all really demoed.
Yeah.
So now the stuff that you're
'Cause I
hearing,
dug that
yeah.
stuff. That was awesome. It was totally not the sound that I
Yeah,
thought you guys were going to be going for. It was a step up, and
Right on.
At the time,
I
it was
loved it.
demoed, so we started, I guess, like honing in on it even more. I guess one of the big things is that once you start getting too, I say, like I say, too much with a microscope. It kind of takes a lot more time. So we're learning to step away from that and be like, oh, if it stays there, and we're not going to like, because I mean, every musician has that thing where they write something and then they're like, oh yeah, it's done. You can finish the song. Be like, let's go back. Let's redo that verse. I don't like it. So
Right.
we just like trying to step away and just say, if it's there, leave it there. Let's keep moving because we're never going to be happy.
Did we even air that stuff?
No.
No, we
Okay,
never
we
did.
just
No.
showed it. So what?
You came back and we played Vendetta all over again.
Let's do it again
It's
for the
okay.
fifth.
No,
wanna do
no,
it
no, no. Please never play that song ever. I've already burned it inside my head. So.
As you can tell, we're pretty seasoned over that record. We've been.
Oh no, there's
Exhausted.
certain songs I love from that record that I will always want to play live, but just never Vendetta.
There's 2 songs that I really.
Let's play
enjoy.
Vendetta real quick.
Let's go full cycle. And make sure you play the actual Vendetta track 7 times.
What
Oh.
we sent you is still what we consider demo, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're re-entering a new studio next week, and but yeah, one of the songs that you're hearing, you should hear a version of it before December 1st.
Okay.
So you brought 2 songs tonight.
2 songs.
Maybe 3, depends on how you behave.
Maybe.
Whoa.
Maybe 3.
Okay.
So-
I'm talking about you, Luke.
We're gonna see how this
Make no
how this
guarantees.
train goes.
Tease him some more, Luca. Come on.
I'll flick your nips.
That's your go-to. I'll flick your nips.
Leave the nipples alone.
Suzuki, I'll flick him.
Jack Burton.
Jack Button.
Okay,
Well-
so the one that Dan sent me, what is this song?
In Chains.
In chains.
In Chains.
And this is honestly, this one was a lot of fun to write because it's the concept was behind. I mean, what musician doesn't want to be famous? You know, like even when you're starting off in like a baby band and you're growing, who doesn't want to be famous? But it's kind of questioning how far would you go?
Do you consider One Steel Wound a baby band?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because we
I mean, have you seen Dan's face?
Yeah.
Baby.
Have you seen my face
got
when I
a-
shave?
look at this.
Take this away, and I'm 13.
We
I can't buy beer.
Gerard and I were like backstage at Concord Music Hall at the All
At
That
where?
At Concord Music Hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
At the
I thought you
All
said
That
something
Remains
else.
I
show.
thought you said cut corn music.
I thought you said
Oh.
cunt cord.
I got something to say too about that one.
Sons of Texas were playing, and they're signed to Razor and Tie, and they refer to themselves as a baby band. So the fact that we're unsigned and we have no music on Spotify, we're like still feeding within the womb.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not even born yet.
I mean, just think about that for a second. There's the band Sons of Texas and even Devour the Day. I don't know if you heard of them, but they were playing there. And when we talked to them, they said the same thing. They're like, oh, we're still growing babies. I mean, we're just learning how to crawl, if anything. And they're playing with All That Remains. And it was really eye-opening to see like a band that's been around for, we'll call it, I don't know, 8 years, 9
Hey, and
years.
shout out to All That Remains too, man.
Oh,
Their
yeah, big
guitarist.
shout out to
Yeah.
All That Remains. That was a
Yeah.
That was a
bummer.
hard hit.
Yeah, man.
So,
Their album drops in 2 weeks, and
it sounded heavy as fuck.
it did. It did. Some of it was still a little bit mellow, but I was very happy that they were going back to some of their better
You
days.
would.
Shut up, Luco. No one was asking you to put me down all the time.
I was, I'm sorry.
Shout
Keep it
out,
on.
shout out to that new Disturbed album too.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
That sounded like a lot more.
Okay, yeah,
What?
okay.
Their
more.
first couple albums.
I was over there. I was
I'm
backstage.
gonna mute
me-
Luco's microphone because I don't give a shit about his opinion anymore.
Luco, do you want to talk
Sounds
about
like my
Harm's
girlfriend.
Way?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Let's
I
talk
like
about
that.
Harm's Way.
And Big Trouble in Little China.
I'm gonna
Big
throw
Trouble
him
in
in
Little
harm's
Evil
way.
Dead.
Are you low pan?
Are you a little pad?
Let's play this track in
I'm grabbing
chains so we don't have to hear Luco's voice,
Oh, thank God.
and then we'll come back
wait,
in.
wait. Just curious. Have you
Yes.
guys heard it yet? Like
Heard
did you-
what?
Like this track?
No, this
I
is the
heard
first
it.
time
Right,
because
right,
I
Quick note.
haven't had time.
Okay.
The pre-chorus isn't even the same anymore. That's
you
how much of
So
a
you've
demo
changed
it is.
it since
Oh,
you gave it
that's
to me
what-
last night.
Yes.
Like I told you,
Oh, yeah.
magnifying
That's
Changed
glass, we need to
overnight.
stop.
Perfect.
Overnight.
So
wait.
I heard
Nothing.
what Gerard had played for us a long time ago.
Right.
That's not what we're
But they were
playing.
like,
We changed
we're
it again.
changing
wait,
the
wait, wait.
sound.
Which one did?
Okay,
We
that's
won't
what
stop.
I've heard.
We won't stop.
That's all I've heard.
Which one did you
But now
send
we're
them?
playing
Did you
tonight.
send them the newest mix? Or?
No, this was from a while.
Yeah,
No,
that-
Brandon
it's-
is
it's
talking
changed.
to Dan. You're
Yeah.
just talking. We're having 3 different conversations.
Hey,
But
guys,
let's play the track.
Hey
All right,
guys,
fuck it, play
let's
it,
have a
man.
lot of fun and listen to this track. All right, wait.
Woo!
the deal, you don't want to think, you don't want to feel. So I'm close to you and you're chained to me, and you'll never be set free. Don't cry, 'cause you're stuck in this hole. Don't cry, it's time to reap your soul. Don't lie, you know the price when you signed. You can't run, but you can't taken underneath the wings, only showing what was tempting me. Giving enough up for what? The bitches, the money, I don't give a fuck. You don't want the pain, you don't want the deal, you don't want the thing, you don't want to feel. So just lie the place, you got yourself to blame. I'm sick of all your pain. Don't cry, 'cause you're stuck in this hole. Don't cry, it's time to reap what you sow. Don't lie, you know the price when you signed. You can't run, but you can't I won't leave your side. Forget your dreams, you soon will be withering it down on your knees, begging that I end your life. From the church, you will never go. From the church, you will never go. From the church, enjoy the ride. You cannot die. You cannot die. You can run, but you can't hide.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good. Fuck you. Will you wear the blood? Follow up.
All right, we are back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the Chuckling Charlie Factory,
Chuckling
and One Steel Wound for their fifth time on with us. That was In Chains, a brand new track that they've already changed on us. So that was a demo.
When was
That's
that-
not the finalized version.
Where was the demo recorded?
Evolution Recording
Okay.
with Nick Palazzo, who produced the like all of it.
Is that where you're recording the new stuff, or are you going somewhere?
No.
That's where you're just doing like the rough tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing like the metalocalypse. What is it called? Metalocalypse.
Don't try. Don't hurt
Fuck,
yourself.
man.
You're making
Metalocalypse.
you're
yeah.
making liquid tracks to put into the ocean.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
We're making music.
I
for
dug it.
fish.
I heard
It's such an untapped market.
It really is.
I heard a lot of new metal influences. There was a lot of Korn bass, and I heard a lot of Seven Dust and Limp Bizkit.
Wow.
I didn't. Limp Bizkit's new.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
Good job, Brandon.
Limping with the biscuit?
you got no Mudvayne out of that.
No, a little bit. Not as much. More Korn and Seven Dust for sure.
All right, guys, we're doing a bad job. We got to be all Limp Bizkit or nothing.
Every metal elitist
Bring me
just
some
shut it
Nookie
off.
and come back.
I am no Fred Durst. So
No, you don't want to be no Fred Durst.
what are you
Such a
talking
most-
about? Did you see he almost got drop kicked by somebody in ICP?
That doesn't surprise me, but yes, I did see that,
Yeah, it was
and
pretty
I heard
cool.
about it.
Man.
What a crazy guy!
Almost got fatality.
I like that he wears tactical gloves on stage now,
You know,
like a big cool guy. Actually, I don't think they're tactical gloves. I
they're
just
probably
think they're
just grip gloves.
I'm sorry, but everything he wears on stage, I feel that you could find it at your local Walmart. So it's like,
I mean, he is a redneck. It probably is.
wow,
A
Wow.
redneck fucker from Jacksonville, right?
Exactly.
Morgan?
Exactly.
That's what he said.
Could only imagine.
He calls it out himself.
All right, Luco, give us your juicy review.
Well, hang on. I want to go to Fred Durst.
Hold on. No, you can't. You had enough to say today.
No, I
You're-
think
you're in
guys give him
timeout.
too much of a bad rep. I think he's an okay cat. And Wes Borland is probably one of the most creative musicians out there that came out of that era. So fuck yeah to Wes Borland, the guitarist of Limp Bizkit.
Have they put out new stuff?
They have.
No.
Yeah,
What?
they actually did. They put out a new track. Like, well, it wasn't new, but they did. I think it was like 2016, 2015, somewhere around there. Yeah.
I think I remember seeing
Yeah.
something.
Well, I keep up. I'm
Wrong.
a biscuit, okay?
That's good for you, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
You're fucking wrong.
Fuck you, Dan.
They released Gold Cobra in
and it
2000.
was
You're
not
fucking wrong.
good. Gold Cobra was awful.
I love Cold Cobra.
Cold Cobra?
Cold
Cold
Cobras.
Cobras?
I like drinking Iron Cobras.
There
He
you go.
likes
Cobra.
King Cobras.
King Cobras.
King Cobras.
He likes that
Iron
malt
Cobra.
liquor.
Oh yeah.
Wrong.
I
fucking
used to
wrong.
love that. I'm telling you right now, like back in my hookah days.
You're so hardcore.
God, man.
Back in my hookah days.
Can
The
that make
fucking-
like the beginning of
How
the
old are you,
show?
12?
Yeah, right?
I
The
used to
King
have.
Cobras were flowing. The cocks were everywhere. Oh.
Oh no! The reason why the cops ever came to my fucking house is
Not cops, cocks.
I was gonna say there was a time I remember. So I don't know if you guys ever.
You're
ever
just digging
remember,
yourself a
Jeff?
deeper hole here.
No, yeah, it's
Jeff.
cool. It's cool.
Shut up, it's
I'm willing to take myself this far down.
Okay, who's Jeff?
Keep going.
So I don't know
Love
if you guys
her.
ever remember Jeff Peterson and like Chris Bogart.
If I saw a face.
They came on the Meadow Experience way back in the day.
They came on
With a
us?
band or with you?
Jeff Peterson. He requested Low Country be played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine cat.
Son of
Yeah.
a gun.
So him and Dan almost
Danimal?
Danimal, the
Dan
Danimal
the
animal
man.
is what we actually like
Daniel.
calling him up. But anyways, so like him and Jeff decided one night that it would be a good idea to take my ATV at the time and start running it
Thought
up
it
and
was a
fucking
good
down
time.
the block, drive it on people's lawns
Yeah.
and shit like that.
With a
Yeah.
hookah?
No one
With a hookah?
drove on anyone's lawns, and that
We shit on
ATV
them.
was free game, sir.
These guys fucking the cops end up showing up at the house. Jeff's got listen how Jeff didn't get caught. He's got weed laying on the front, like the driver's seat of his car. Cop walks up. Hey, what's going on? I heard you guys are having some, I don't know, ATVs and this barbecue that we had. We ruined my dad's grill that night because I went out and I bought like 15 pounds of ground beef. And I was like, fuck it, we'll make burgers. I invited like 30 people over, and we just ruined the grill because all the like meat was like so like disgusting,
Tender.
like greasy, whatever.
The cop was like, guys, you are too hardcore. You got to put the hookah to rest.
Yeah. Grow up.
Grow up.
No, the best time was when I popped that wheelie when I was wearing that Gumby costume.
We
did- That was a great
If you guys ever want to see the
was.
footage, I have it all.
Yeah.
I record
Please
all
do
this
share.
shit. I have it all.
So,
I even
what are you guys doing for Halloween?
Yeah.
What's going on?
This is
Wednesday?
Yeah.
on
Luca,
Wednesday.
you're gonna be a sexy nurse.
I'll
aren't
well,
you?
I've got work.
Well, for the 27th, everyone's got something.
I'll
I'm
be
going to a
working.
party.
All right.
I will
I'll
be
be
at a
working.
party in Tinley Park.
Are you both going to the same party?
He's going to work. I am going to
I'll
a
be
party.
here.
What party?
Shout out to
I
Rob
can't
McGowan.
give away that address.
No, I
Oh.
wasn't asking the
Give out the exact address. This is the party I'll be
My
at.
friend's house party.
I'm going to
I will be
roofie
there.
everyone.
All right.
Friend's house party. That's
Is it
all
like
I
a
say.
costume?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Oh.
costume
yeah.
parties.
Costume.
I'm just
That's
wondering.
my jam.
what- I have
That's
a
the jam.
I have a Halloween party to go to this Saturday, but I'm like, I don't know what I want to be, man. So,
You can be whatever you want
It's
to.
a
I
free
know.
country.
I
You
know.
could
It's a free
do
country.
anything
No.
you want to do.
but I'm like, contemplating right now.
You should go as the singer of One Steel Wound.
You can be whatever you want.
I should dress up as Dan.
You should dress up as Dan.
You're going to wear too tight of shirts and sweatpants?
and fucking Converse. I have to let somebody like step all over them first.
What's Gerard going to be? We haven't talked
Dan.
about this.
Gerard?
Yes.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
He's going to be Dan. They're both going to
be
go
my
as you.
dad.
Yeah,
Your dad?
dude, let's go.
How are you guys going to shrink your penis size?
That's a really good question.
They just have to know they're going as you.
Nah, fuck it. I should just go as Fred Durst for
There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta get some tactical gloves.
I know. When I can
Well,
find
in all-
everything at my local Walmart.
All right, I'll be completely honest. The Halloween costume is going to be Bob Ross in the painting.
Bob Ross.
That's right.
If One Steel Wound isn't successful, it's because Fred Durst heard this, and I'm fucking burning you alive.
I don't think Fred
Shout,
Durst
Get us.
shout out to Fred
has
Durst,
anything
man.
on
Fred
him.
Durst is sitting in his,
We are not making fun of you. We just
he's
think
sitting in
you're-
his
you're too cool
his
for
office,
school,
and he's
man.
like,
We swear to God, we love you. Please don't hurt us.
Yeah, please.
I would go to a Limp Bizkit show.
I would.
Durst is
I
sitting
did
in
last
his
summer.
Limp Bizkit,
I was
man.
at it in the pouring rain.
he's sitting in his office right now. He's
The
like,
rain.
bury
Yeah.
those men, bury them.
I can already imagine it. Like it's like the
Who
Tropic
guys
Thunder
are.
lawyer guy or the director corporation guy, the one that Tom Cruise did.
Oh, so good.
So,
So,
what are you gonna
uh,
be for Halloween,
It's
Gerard?
gonna be Bob Ross, man.
Bob Ross?
and she's gonna be the painting,
Like what kind?
like the actual canvas.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
This sounds.
she's saying
Morgan's
pretty
face
fucked
is like,
up.
what
Trying
kind
to
of
figure
fucking
out
party?
what
You
do you
really put like a canvas on your face, and it's like a big.
Morgan, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
Well, my costumes didn't come in the mail yet, so I think I'm just gonna have to go
Oh.
back to.
What were you going
Ninja
to
Be a
be?
Ninja Turtle.
So I was gonna go either as 11 from Stranger Things.
You're gonna shave your head?
No, I
She's gonna
needed
get
the
a
wig,
bald cap.
or I
You're gonna
needed.
shave your head?
Jesus.
Hey, go grab the clip. Hey, hold on. We got.
No,
clippers
I was
in
gonna
the
wear
shave
the
your head.
blonde wig
We'll
from
shave your
when
head
right now.
she
Speak.
escaped from the place when
Shave
it
your
was
head.
disguised. Or then I also had a
Shave
Wonder
your
Woman
head.
costume that still hadn't arrived.
Shave
so
your head.
no. So instead, I think I'm just gonna wear my Ninja Turtle robe and go as Michelangelo
Shave your head.
again.
Michelangelo.
Because my friends are also dressing up as Ninja Turtles and their dog's going as a pizza, so I'm just gonna join the
You're gonna
turtles.
eat the
There you
dog.
go. I knew it. You were gonna be a
No.
Ninja Turtle.
You're
I
gonna
called
eat
it.
the dog.
The
Shout
dog
out-
is my best friend.
Shout
I'm
Dog
not
is
gonna
now
eat
Shout
the
out to the
dog.
dog.
Yeah, the dog is going as a supreme pizza, so I'm just gonna go as
Wow,
Michelangelo.
The dog is now pizza.
The dog
Yeah.
is a pretty cool pizza.
Charlie,
Yeah.
what are you dressing up as for Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
hold back on us.
He's just gonna wear his face paint.
Charlie, what are you gonna be for fucking Halloween?
Corpse paint.
Oh no, yeah.
You should go as Chuckles.
He has
The
a great,
clown.
He's got a great personality, man. This guy right next to me, I don't
Hasn't
know
said
you.
a fucking word.
I don't know.
I've never met you before, dog, but I'm just gonna say, I bet you're pretty straightforward.
I
cat,
don't
man.
fucking know you, but let me tell you what. I fucking really like you, dude.
love you, man.
Well,
man.
if you really love him so
Hold on.
much,
You guys brought some guests too.
Dog, you want to come sleep
What
over
are
at my house tonight?
Dog, you guys have a sleepover party?
Yeah.
say no.
Why not?
Brandon's weird.
Trust me when I say this. He's a good cuddler.
I got Netflix.
Big spoon or a little spoon? So your guests, what are the guests going as Halloween? They're sitting back
Yeah.
here. Why don't you give them shout outs? They made it out here with you.
I
Their
know,
real
right?
name is Guess. Last name is unknown to us.
Guess. So my girlfriend Miranda was so awesome to come out tonight.
Miranda, what are you gonna be for Halloween? Come over to the microphone.
Jesus.
We can't hear you.
I can't hear anything.
What?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. All right.
Just
Into the microphone. What are you going to be for Halloween?
In 3 words or less. You got this.
Selena. Oh,
Anything for Selena.
Selena.
there is an Oldsmobile that's all Selena decked out in like the Melrose Park area.
Yeah, I stole that car.
If you guys see it ever, it's like got Selena on the hood. It's all on the fucking like, it's the Selena car, and you see it and you're like, oh, the Selena car, and it's like a 1991 Oldsmobile. It's pretty sweet. Sweet. The Selena mobile.
Selena.
I don't know what Nick's gonna be for Halloween. Nick, where are you gonna be, man? He's got a costume on. He's
He's got
coming
a
right
picture.
now.
And Nick is actually your older brother.
Nick
correct?
is yes, he is my older brother.
I got attacked by Steve Carell.
You got attacked by Steve
Oh
Carell.
yeah, an Anchorman.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
But anyways, like so Nick loves weed.
You
and,
killed a guy.
Yeah.
The Trident.
All right, Luco.
Listen, dude, we don't want to know your life story. We just want to know what the fuck you want to be for Halloween, dude.
So what did he
Why
say
are
he
you
wanted to
walking
go
away?
for?
Where do you want to be?
All right, Luco. So I
Why
have
are
to
you
hear
running?
It.
Why are you running?
Luco, I have to hear it. I want to hear your review.
My review?
Nick has left the
Yes,
building,
of the
everybody.
song.
Let's play it again.
Let's play.
How dare you forget, you ass clown.
Okay.
Let's play 20 questions.
Luco's going to think about his review for a second. We're going to take it over to Charlie since Brandy
Let's
wants
take
to
it
get to know
on
Charlie
Charlie.
better.
I do.
Charlie, are you ready?
I feel like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
really close.
Yes.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for Chatting with Chuckles.
What's going on, guys? It's Chuckles.
Chuckles. Yo. What do you got for us this week?
I got some upcoming shows.
Okay.
November 1st, Ghost is going to be playing at Aragon Ballroom.
Are you
If
going?
you see my brother there, go say hi. I bought him his tickets for
Give
his
him,
fucking
if you
birthday.
see Morgan's brother there, give him a reach around hand job.
He won't know what's coming.
Okay.
Charlie, are you going to be at that show? Charlie will be
possibly.
there.
It's
He'll be
sold
there.
out.
Possibly.
He'll be there. He's got tickets.
Nope.
He'll be
It's
starting
sold
the pit.
out.
He'll be in the pit, damn it. What else you got for us?
This Saturday at the Forge is Prison City Halloween Bash.
Yes. Prison City Brigade.
No.
It's going to be Green Jello, What, Villainous Grin, Bad Blood, Extraction Point, who is a brand new band.
Extraction Point's first show
First
ever.
show.
Nice.
Ever.
And the band is Rob from CMA, Cody from God Dementia and F and Epic, Rick Lancaster, Jason Pesh, and Rob Roman.
Rob Roman was in Orinoco back in the day.
Orinoco.
And Rick Lancaster was in what? Back in
What?
the day?
And they're also playing Saturday.
Rob Rowan
Rob Roman.
Shout out to Rob Roman.
and Bojangles.
And Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Dude, that kid is fucking awesome. I'm
Bojangles?
Yeah.
His
I
real-
love
his real
it.
name's Joe.
Yeah, yeah.
You
but
say
it-
Bojangles, I think a cat with a
Bojangles.
bell.
So like he puts out these amazing Facebook posts like every day. Like the only reason why I like fucking with social media, like I try to stay away from Facebook and everything.
Is
as much
because
as
of
possible.
Bojangles?
No,
Because of
he's the
Bojangles.
king. He's the king.
He's
I'm
the
gonna
king.
look him up.
Ain't nobody touching Bojangles, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't nobody fucking with Bojangles.
All right. But like I said, you know, I don't use social media a lot. So if you find anything about me or you want to know anything about me, either direct message me or go on the One Steel Wound page.
You mean Bojangles McNasty?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. What
Is he a partner at
Nope.
Ian's Pizza in Denver?
No.
Dan Reitz is friends with him.
He's
is that
he's
supposed to
friends
be?
with the wrong Bojangles.
The smirk. Is that the right Bojangles?
Oh, that's Bojangles.
him.
all right.
That is him.
Bojangles McNasty.
He was gonna come
fucking-
tonight, but he couldn't.
Continue, Charlie.
This Friday and Saturday
friend him.
at the Arcada Theater at St. Charles, Youngwing Malmsteen is gonna be
Wait,
playing.
who? Say that one more time.
Youngwing Malmsteen.
What is that?
He's a guitar player.
Ingve Malmsteen?
Yeah.
You goofy guy. Pronounce that again. How did you pronounce that?
No, I want to hear this, man.
Fucking amazing.
I was like, wait, what's this person's name?
I was so I thought it was like
you need
French.
to cut him off, man. He's had a couple too many.
Had a couple of kitty cocktails too many.
Can we give this guy some water?
How do you pronounce that name? How did you pronounce it? No offense. It's a fucking crazy name. If I didn't know who the hell it was, I would be like, I'd probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
Both days the show is at 8.
Way to avoid the question, Charlie.
Keep it going, Charlie.
Keep
Don't fall
going.
for his traps. Keep it going, Charlie.
Young
Just ignore him.
Malmsteen.
Keep this train
What did you
rolling.
call him?
Look, just let him
Almost
continue.
okay.
Damn
Keep
it.
going.
Ingve. I don't know how you get Ingve from that spelling, but that's how it's pronounced. Now you know. We'll touch nips later.
Wednesday, October 31st, Eric Johnson is going to be playing over at the Arcada
Ooh.
Theater.
Cliffs of Dover. You ever heard that song?
Oh, yeah.
Ingve Malmsteen is a weird guy. He's a big... Okay, yeah. He's a weird guy, by the way, from what I've heard.
The show is at 7:30.
Eric Johnson, totally different person. 7:30 at the Arcada.
Gerard, where are you going, man?
He's like, I'm fucking out of here.
Fuck him. We don't need him. We'll get another bass player. No, I'm just playing. We need him. Gerard, get back here.
He's
We
using
need
the
you.
potty.
We
Stop
need you.
interrupting the segment like
I
a
know.
cunt.
I'm sorry.
He's got a Duke.
Friday, November 9th, also at the Carter Theater, Lisa Ford with Vixen.
Lita Ford?
Yep.
She's from that other band.
L7.
What?
Is it L7 or the Runaways?
Neither. What?
What?
You mean Joan Jett?
She's in like Fleetwood Mac or something.
What?
L7.
So are you guys down
Is that
with
a
the
thing?
country thing, or what do you guys think of that?
Apple pie.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
She was in the Runaways.
The Runaways. Lita Ford?
Lita Ford was in the Runaways before they all split. And
Are
then
you-
she was in Joan Jett. And then she was in Ozzy Osbourne. Then she was with Lemmy. And then.
She wasn't in Ozzy Osbourne. He was in her.
Yeah.
What? She was in the Runaways.
I'm pretty sure
She
that
was in the
that
Runaways.
Luco's right.
Apple
Runaways.
Apple pie.
Runaways.
Lita Ford was in Heart.
See, look
Lita
at that.
Ford. Well, then the fucking Wikipedia page is wrong.
Well, it's Wikipedia. First of all, I can go on and fucking write down what you want to hear.
Lita
Shit.
Ford has a
You-
wiener.
You're
Like,
probably-
I could
you're-
write that.
You're probably gonna see in
Like,
like
oh, okay.
4 years from now something about One Steel Wound that Brandon's.
Yeah,
gay and
Lita
Gerard's-
Ford, even on Facebook, joined the Runaways as their lead guitarist in 1976 through 1980. Went solo.
I don't believe that. Show me the proof.
Show me the proof.
Show me the money.
Continue,
me
Charlie.
the
I'm going
money.
to show him the proof.
You got
You
this,
just
Charlie.
keep talking.
That show is at 8. That's all I got for upcoming shows. Got some random news. Yeah, of course, everyone's heard of Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lindsey Buckingham is suing the band for getting kicked out
Who's
Wow.
by
Oh.
Stevie Nicks.
Jesus.
Stevie Nicks?
But
Shout out to Stevie Nicks. She's
Shout out to the Nicks of the
but
Stevie.
she has also been kicked out of the band too.
wait, but she's on my favorite show.
Which?
She's on American Horror Story.
Yeah. Lita
Yeah.
Ford. If I close my eyes forever.
All right.
That song.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care.
I care a lot. Okay, Morgan. Don't listen to this.
We're not friends anymore, Brandon.
Let him finish
It's
his
okay.
segment, you jerks.
Beyond Creation came out with their new album early this month.
Do you have it? Did you buy
Didn't
it?
you go to see them
I-
at the Forge?
I was supposed to, and I wasn't really feeling too good.
What?
I was still recovering.
From what?
A hangover.
What were you recovering from?
Dementia.
Why are you looking at me like that? That's a legit question. What were you recovering from?
Being sick.
Why the fuck should you know?
He got that over the night
It's like
syphilis.
we're
Yeah.
sitting down with Norm
I had-
Macdonald. It's
had
amazing.
some kind of sinus infection.
That's what she said.
You gotta dude, you gotta eat your vitamins. If Hulkamania has taught me anything, it's eat your vitamins.
Eat your vitamins.
Come on, brah.
You got to eat those Flintstone ones.
You don't
man.
fucking listen to Hulkamaniacs?
Do you do not
Hulkamania?
drink your orange juice?
You're not a Hulkamaniac? Come on, brah, Jewel. All right, what else you got for us?
Arrow came out with their new album, Neon, in August.
And it's your favorite new album?
I haven't listened to it.
Ah,
yet.
fuck.
Just found out the other day.
Okay. Morgan, what do you think of the new Era album?
It's okay. I need to listen to it more. I like their old stuff better, though.
You would.
Nice. And
Don't ask my opinion if you don't want it, bro.
Brah, Jewel?
can I give some news?
No.
too?
Yes,
Come
you
on,
can,
man.
Brandon.
All right, so celebrity
And you're done. Continue,
birthdays
Charlie.
today.
No.
Who?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds turned 43 today.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ow, ow!
Yeah.
Sexiest
Does
man
not-
alive.
Does
One of
not
them.
look
One
a
of
day
them.
over
Yeah.
27.
Yeah.
Right?
And Weird Al Yankovic just turned 59.
Holy shit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So that was.
Is that were
Well,
you on
happy
IMDb
birthday,
today or
those
something?
to those guys.
I was driving back from work earlier, and I was listening to celebrity birthdays on the news. So.
On the news.
Well, thanks
huh?
for that,
On the
Brandon.
news. I don't listen to the radio like B96, any of that.
No, he
B101.
listens
He listens to
to-
B97.
I love
He listens
listening
to the sound of traffic.
fucking 105.9, man. Like that's my shit, man.
It's my jam.
Hell yeah, man.
And in other news, the world's blowing up, and it's Weird Al's birthday.
Hell yeah, man.
The sounds of silence.
Love
Well, Charlie, you got anything else for us tonight?
That's all I got for random news.
Okay. And then you got you brought some music?
Yeah, I got an unsigned band from Indonesia.
Dang, girlfriend. Who is it?
Bringing the Hell with Justice.
Bringing the Hell with...
Bring of the Hell.
Bring of... Wait, what?
Bring of the Hell.
Bring of the Hell.
That's a fucking
Yes.
twister.
Okay. And what song are we playing?
Justice.
Justice.
And they do have a music video for this on YouTube.
Dang. All right, let's do it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You got Diggs McNasty,
Timmy D, Corey Carmander Davidson,
and Jared Ercoli from Fools Brew, and we fucking love metal. So listen in to the metal experience because there's some cool motherfuckers, goddammit. Ho ho!
What's going on, guys? We just heard Bring Out the Hell with Justice. Hanging out with One Steel Wound, Morgan Danielle, and Luke O'Blaze.
Captain Poopy Pants, they call me. Wow. Morgan, take it away.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about... that sentence didn't make sense. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys have been jamming lately. What is your music library consisting of nowadays?
Well, for me, it has been the same for like 2 years now. It's probably nothing more. Those guys put on a fucking amazing show, and it just like got me hooked for years now, and I just keep listening to everything that they do, and hopefully they bring out more.
This is Dan talking.
Hi, Dan.
Hello.
No one cares.
I've been listening to one person might care out there.
No, they don't.
One single person.
Yes. That's who I'm
If you're listening, this might be for
Good
you.
old Jack Burton's listening. I've been listening to The Black Queen, which is Greg's side project from Dillinger Escape Plan.
Did you get the new album?
I listened to it. I didn't get it.
Oh,
It
you
was
didn't
on
buy the
Spotify,
physical
but it's
copy on
fantastic.
Bandcamp when they had the sale?
No, I didn't even know about that. I was stoked
I got
to hear
my
that
copy
they,
in the mail like 2 days ago.
Is it fancy?
It's not. It's a very basic case. It's just like
Oh, that's all right.
like it just sits in there and you flip it open or whatever. No insert or anything. Nothing
still
too fancy.
really-
But there was only a
You
limited
didn't
of
let me
them made.
borrow that?
You wouldn't like it
How do you know what I like?
because it's too mellow for you.
I've been doing that. Cursed. Cursed is like an
Hoist?
old band. From like I think they released this shit like in the early 2000s, and it's like way ahead of their time in my opinion.
Because Dracula fronts them.
And together we were listening to Santana.
Mutoid Man, some Santana, Mutoid Man, Harm's Way, All Pigs Must Die. That's about it.
It's a boot.
A boot.
Yeah.
Branson.
A ton of El Nino. Yeah, I love that band. Let's see what else. I actually got my Spotify playlist open right now. I've been listening to a ton of the new Disturbed album.
I do really like it.
Yeah. I was just with them at the
I saw that.
the Vic Theater. Yeah.
How did you get to hang out with them?
So I have a ton of like family friends. Tommy Donegan, his brother is Dan Donegan, obviously. But yeah, so like I've been friends with the Donegan family for a long time, and yeah, just established a relationship with them. I came back from Texas in August. I was with Jason Moreno from Drowning Pool, so I was out there just kicking it with them. But I've been fortunate enough to be like hanging out with some of these like idols that when I was a kid, it was just like Disturbed, Drowning Pool, Slipknot, all that. And it's like knowing these people now and being able to like, I don't know, be in the same room as them. It's just, I don't know, it's very surreal. But yeah, it's really rad. I've been listening to like hip hop and stuff too. So like, I know you guys might not listen to it, but the new Carter 5 album, I've been kind of
Is that
checking
like
out.
the Jackson 5?
Kinda.
It's like their next door neighbors started up a crew
little
also.
Yeah, kind of. And then Bad Wolves, their new album Disobey. It's been pretty.
It's pretty
rad.
good.
Yeah, I'd seen them at Bottom Lounge. I was working a show for them.
Is that the new album with Zombie on it?
Yeah, with Tommy Vex. Yeah, they're super cool guys. I mean, like, I'm actually really surprised that like for people that just like blew up to this like mega success that they didn't become like these like egotistical assholes. But they're like very straightforward. Like Doc and Tommy, I had the chance to actually talk to them after the show and stuff, and they were just like super humble. They're like, you know, we're glad that we're on tour with the people that we're with. We're glad that people actually are digging the new record. The proceeds from Zombie actually went to Dolores' kids and was helping out the family. So it's
because she was supposed to.
She was supposed to do the song with Tommy.
But she ended up I believe the toxicology reports came back saying that she was drunk and then went into the
Yeah, she
bathtub
drowned.
and drowned.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Worst bath ever.
Because the next day she was supposed to go and do the song with Tommy and
Yeah.
ended up not.
Yeah, and then I don't know. As far as everything goes, I mean, I'm really like new metal influence. So Mudvayne, Seven Dust, Cold, Disturbed, Smile Empty Soul, Drowning Pool, and Adelia's Way. Those are actually really cool guys. I want to give a shout out to them. My boy Rick. They just dropped their new album Notorious, so it's been doing really well for them, and yeah, I can't wait to see them again. They're super humble guys, and they're putting out a kick-ass record and doing some pretty killer shows.
Does anyone listen to Run the Jewels?
Yes.
Did you listen to their new track for the Venom soundtrack? I have no idea what that
Because
is.
as soon as the movie ended,
Yeah.
Eminem came out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
of
Eminem
course.
track. It was Morgan's favorite song of the year.
No.
You
no,
hate
it's
it?
not. No.
I thought the beat was probably, if not the best, one of the best Eminem beats because he has
I
a
thought
lot
the
of
beat was
corny
okay,
beats.
but I thought that
Beat's
his
sick.
lyrics were weird, and I didn't like his.
Venom.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's annoying.
It's.
I'm
odd.
sorry.
Yeah,
The
it's
Slim
really
Shady
weird.
days and the Eminem show days, that is where it's at. I mean, I
Thank
like a
you.
few of his new songs, like
Yeah.
Rap God was phenomenal because I love how fast he can go, but his new stuff is just not good.
He
No,
can't.
it's
He
just
can't
not-
like please
It
everyone.
sounds like poetry.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I
I will say
know,
this,
man.
Like
wi-
slam poetry, you mean?
Yeah, it's just I mean, if
You
you've
can do another one of those if you want to.
I mean, if you ever
Dan.
watched
Okay,
that,
I'll think of something.
Have you ever watched that the freestyle he did when he was like slamming the economy and the president that we had recently? I feel like ever since he did that, a lot of his artwork has been exactly what that was because
Yeah.
a lot of people were backing him at the time.
Yeah, I just growing up listening to him. I know I'm obviously artists change and there's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
always been
it's-
politically outspoken.
Yeah, but I don't think that he'll ever be as good as he was in his prime.
You know, right now in like the entire music world, it's crazy how before, if you listen to a Disturbed or a Drowning Pool or whatever it may have been, when you listen to it, you're like, oh, they should be on the radio. Now these days, anybody who's anybody could be on the radio. It's freaking insane. So like what I started doing, because Spotify gives you the listen of the week, take it out.
Wait,
take a
what do you
listen.
mean by
Hey,
on the radio?
hey,
Like on the radio, meaning like
Satellite?
Hey, just
satellite to even on Q101. A lot of people that are just getting their, I guess if they make a really good song, it gets found and they put it on there. But even satellite radio, to be specific, but like Q101, another specific, like these, I've started getting into indie bands because of Q101, and I started just diving into it and listening to how these bands are making it big by just doing them and being weird. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
I think the sole source is definitely Spotify and YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
Spotify
Oh,
has
yeah.
just gotten bigger and bigger
I
within the
think
past couple of
Pandora
years.
too.
That was the start, and then Spotify, I think,
Yeah.
kind of took over.
If you're on a playlist, you're golden. That's like
Yeah.
the golden
Yeah.
ticket now.
Yeah.
By the way, that whole Eminem thing, like just going back to it, did you guys ever hear the parody of that like Trump thing that they did?
I did not.
You didn't.
No.
Would you like to hear it?
Off air, we can play
Off
it.
All right,
air.
I will show
Off
you guys
air.
this off air.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
But
That's all I'm saying.
there's like this song out there right now that was it's called Bloodwater, and it's just super fucking weird.
Who's it by?
It's called Grandson.
Grandson?
Yeah. And I was like, it was super fucking weird to the point I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Dan, you're empty.
Yeah.
No, there's a bug.
And then on top, he's dead now. He's gone. And then the other one was, and I honestly wasn't a big fan of when the single dropped, but like, and a lot of people don't like them, which is the 21 Pilots. But if you really listen to it and break it down, those guys are fucking oddballs.
They are.
Like with the way they write music, like they're fucking weird, and I like weird. I mean, that's just who I am. So if
I mean,
a
you
band does
hang
something
out
weird,
with
I'm
Dan
gonna-
and Brandon.
No,
I'm pretty cool. I don't know about Dan. You know. I can speak for myself. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Dan, I'm not throwing you
Dan,
under the bus. I love you.
But you're a weird motherfucker, man.
I'm not that fucking weird, man.
He's just odd.
I'm not that fucking weird, Brandon. I'm not taking the conversation from there. You just call me weird. Fuck
A
you.
little bit, man.
Nah.
All right. Well,
It's kind of weird that you're taking offense to it now.
Let's
What
take
the
a minute
fuck,
to
man?
argue off air. And Luco, are you ready?
Ready?
For the super sweet review.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You had like a whole hour.
What's so
Yeah, I'm
super
ready.
sweet about it?
All right, here we go.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right. Just like every week, this week is brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. This week we have a band from Rochester, New York. The band Avtlier. Morgan Avtlier.
You better say it right. They've got a ton of fucking fans.
Avtlier. How do you
Spell
pronounce
it.
that?
Spell it.
Put it in the Google thing. Ovtlier.
Oftlier. Oftlier.
Okay. Say it one more time.
Oftlier.
Say it 3 times fast.
Oftlier. Oftlier. Oftlier.
We got
That's
Break
how I think it would be
and
said.
Buried Me Alive. Let's do it.
I just wanna break every rule you make. Tired of being pushed to the ground. You are not the god of me. Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. I'm suffocating every time I make a move. You hold it against me. You're telling lies that paralyze. My will is breaking. Can't you see I'm breaking free? You take my pride away from me. I just wanna break every rule you make. Tired of being pushed to the ground with every single word you say. I'll blow it all away. You are not the god. You are not the god of me. I'm taking back my life tonight. Well, I got the upper hand now. I'm taking back my life tonight. You'll never hold me down. I just wanna break every rule you make. Tired of being pushed to the ground with every single word you say. I'll blow it all away. You are not the god. You are not the god of me. You're not gonna bring me down over and over again. I'm gonna take you on. That's the fight till the end. I just wanna break every rule you make. Tired of being pushed to the ground with every single word you say. I'll blow it all away. You are not the god. You are not the god of me. You are not the god. You are not the god of me. You are not the god. You are not the god of me. You got beneath my skin. I saw you on the outside, now I'm looking in. Now I'm inside of me. You watched me breathe, I let you feed. You swallowed all that was left of me. I'm paralyzed, living your life. I saw the devil in your eyes. You put me down, you let me die, because you buried me, buried me alive. Take me away, put the poison into my veins, make me your slave, as I crawled in between your legs. You watched me breathe, I let you feed. You swallowed all that was left of me. I'm paralyzed, living your life. I saw the devil in your eyes. You put me down, you let me die, because you buried me, buried me alive. Put me 6 feet underground. You buried me, you went and made me your slave. I should have known that you put me in my grave. You watched me bleed, I let you feed. You swallowed all that was left of me. I'm paralyzed, living your life. I saw the devil in your eyes. You put me down, you let me die, because you buried me, buried me alive.
Well, hi there. Hello. We know you're enjoying your current dose of metal with the people at the Metal Experience. What are their names, Ryan?
Hey, Morgan and Luco, how you doing?
Well, howdy. Should you get through with your dosage with them and find yourself still wanting metal, come see us at the Epitome of Stupidity podcast. You can find us on Podbean, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and other places, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's a cool show, I must say.
Until then, back to these guys.
Bye-bye.
All right, we just heard Ovtlier from Rochester, New York. I'm just going to spell that out. Ovtlier. We heard a twofer that was Break and Bury Me Alive.
Yeah. And we are back with One Steel Wound for their 5th appearance on our show.
We're trying to break a record for
Time
10.
is a charm.
We're like Booker T.
You might eventually
What does
be the
Booker T
first
do?
band
We
to
wanted
make it to
5-time
10
champion.
We want to get 10
appearances.
times.
WWE.
10 times. And then what happens after 10 times? Tell us, Brandon.
We get a plaque.
What happens if we get to 10 times?
We get a plaque.
You get a plaque? I've got to make you a plaque?
Yeah.
What do you want this plaque to say?
You did it.
This is to commemorate these jagoffs. You're coming back 10 times.
You want it to say jagoffs?
Oh, yeah.
If it doesn't say Jagoffs, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want
And
it.
coming spelled C-U-M-M-I-N-G.
Yes, coming.
Man, I've got to order this online because I don't think a place actually
wanna
wants to make that see my
I
face
want
in
to see
person
like the
picking it
metal
up.
experience. Like I want the logo instead of like these awesome SM or what are these Super 55s.
Share
I want
55s.
them to be penises ejaculating.
That's doable. That's
Oh,
doable.
God.
The
He's
man-
getting
I
creative,
different
fam.
blacks.
That's doable. Have you looked into this already? Because I don't think this
I've been
is
looking
doable.
into this. This is doable. All doable.
This was all pre-consisted before I
How have
came.
you looked into this? You couldn't even find your own shirt online.
Oh, I found it all right.
Holy Mountain Printing.
I found it. It's all doable.
Can I get a different plaque?
Oh, by the way, I just went.
How many plaques are you making?
You want a
for
different one?
Do you mind if I say something really quick?
Yes,
I
Gerard.
would-
We mind.
He
very much.
loves-
Hold on. Here we go. You guys looking for a good shirt deal or something custom made? Go to holymountainprinting.com. You'll get your great shirt that you want because Luco doesn't know how to use it. Thank you.
Use
Have a good
promo
day.
code fuckface.
Holymountain.myshopify.com.
My Shopify. Shopify.
99 Suzuki.
99 Suzuki
Use
Grand
promo
Vitara.
code fuckface.
Use promo code Suzuki
You
Grand
guys-
Vitara.
You guys all drive Fords and you can't tell it's a Ford?
Oh, man.
You guys all drive Fords, right? Nope. Nope.
Actually, it's a Chevy.
Look this guy up on YouTube. It's great.
If
Great
Chevy
video.
commercials were real.
If Chevy commercials were real. Anyways, back with One Steel Wound.
Yes.
Hanging out at Fitz's Spare Keys in the dungeon tonight because Jazz Night is upstairs. And we still got a couple new tracks, demos to debut
We do.
for the world to hear. Now, did you change anything
Debut.
else before bringing them tonight?
What's this one? Sinister.
No.
It's whatever you want it to be.
It's, yeah.
Let's. If we're
We
gonna do
might
anything,
have.
we'll go with the pitch should be the last one. So
Okay.
we'll go Sinister.
So we'll go Sinister. So
Sinister.
nothing's changed since tonight,
Sinister,
right now?
Oh, that song. Since as of right now, we haven't fiddled with it.
That song is actually going to get us in a lot of trouble.
Okay. Well, let's listen, and then we'll talk about how much trouble you caused
Oh,
after
yeah.
making this song.
We're little troublemakers.
A brand new
Just
One Steel Wound demo for your ears only.
Your ear holes.
Hey, little
Here's
troublemaker.
Sinister,
For your ear pussies.
Let's get it.
the new strip club anthem. Sinister.
Another war we can't win, some diabolic and cynical. The government never can defeat the violence before the people. A president are nowhere, so idiotic to follow evil. Environment filled with waste and toxic fumes that kill the ego. Just don't want down. It's starting. Don't believe me, keep pushing the soul.
Hey, this is Pete.
Tanner.
Zach. Pat. And we're Bloodletter, and you're listening to The Metal Experience.
We're back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze and Chuckling Charlie. We're here with One Steel Wound once again.
Yo.
Brand new demo off of an upcoming album that was called Sinister. And Luco, now you can go into everything that you were just
Now we'll
going
answer
into.
your questions.
So why is that song going to get you in trouble?
Well, honestly, it was one of our first political songs, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's very fuck the system, fuck the way society really. I don't know, like.
I don't think it's gonna get us in trouble. I think Brandon was just, he's just excited.
I think it's gonna stir some controversy a little bit because
Unless you make a music video really saying everything that it's about
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and giving
Yeah.
visuals to it, I think you're safe.
I think it's very non-specific and it's a very broad term that anyone, regardless of political affiliation, can get behind as long as they like the track.
But for your exclusive, yes, it was wrote politically.
Yes.
Real politically.
We're really pushing boundaries
That's right. We
Fuck.
really thought that we were going to make people upset.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't know. The song's killer. I mean, when we went to the studio, it was pretty funny because at the time, like, Dan was the one who really presented it, and I kind of I sat with it for a little while, and I actually tracked vocals at my house by myself, and then I sent it to them, and they're like, "Shit's whack," and
This shit's whack, son.
and yeah, so we ended up kind of recapping, taking it in the studio, and sat down with it for a little bit and let Dan do his dirty Dan magic on it, like I was talking about before.
I will say this about that fucking song. That song gave me the most headaches out of every song that we've written.
Yeah. This song, we were talking about dropping it 15 times.
We were like, it's not part of the album. Okay, it is. But we fixed this part. Okay, we'll think about it. All right, yes, it is. Then we
No,
changed
it
another
isn't.
part. No, fuck it. It's gone. We don't want it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that chorus that you heard, I think that's our 9th attempt at it.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then this is Dan's first time, I feel like.
Dan, is this your first time?
Yeah. This is Dan's
your first time, bro?
This is Dan's first time
Be
actually
gentle.
doing some sort of solo on a One Steel Wound track, because I don't count Vendetta as a solo as a real guitar
wasn't
solo.
a
I don't want to
solo?
speak for Dan, but I'm going to speak for
Sounds
Dan.
like it.
There wasn't a solo.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I have a solo in the works on one of the tracks, but I don't think that song has a solo. Yeah, it goes like that. How do you know?
Well, okay, we'll
I've been
make it.
stalking
We're going
you.
to get a little bit more
This is my
musician.
first time.
I'll be gentle.
Look me in the eye.
I got the gloves.
Why don't you look him in the eye when you guys make love?
Give me a second to exit the room first,
Sure
please.
thing. Spit in my mouth now.
Tug his hair. He
I
likes
hope
that.
you were
Trust me,
talking
Rub
to
the back
Luke.
of
I
his ear and
got
call him monkey.
61% on my iPhone and a shit ton of storage.
He likes it when you call him monkey.
Okay.
But
Oh,
no,
my goodness.
that part in the song that you thought was really cool. Like a lot of the times, we never really isolate Dan alone.
I
Like,
don't
where he's
blame
just
you.
got- where he's
I
just-
wouldn't
well,
isolate
because it
Dan
gets
alone
really
either.
well. I mean, you got to think about it for a second. If
Wow,
you do that
asshole.
weird, trust me, I always got to stay by him, or else he gets fucking psychotic
Some
and weird.
guitar players just don't know when to shut up. I'm glad that Dan.
I'm glad Dan
actually
knows that
does.
boundary
I mean,
line.
our microphone was so close to being vitilated if you weren't sitting next to him for the last
He
couple
stroked it, I
minutes.
cucked it, it's all the
was
same.
I don't know. Dan's intro kind of reminds me of like if Green Day was metal. Like it reminds me of the American Idiot intro. I don't know what it is about it. Every time I listen to that fucking song, I think of Green Day. So
Wow.
yeah.
What were you saying?
About what?
I don't know. You started saying something, and then
No,
we
what
got
I-
off topic about.
Well, okay.
me.
He was saying he doesn't
to get
want to
back
isolate you.
Well, because he gets weird, you know. You got to make sure you got to watch him. Make sure he has water, has a hamster
You wanted to
wheel.
go back to this conversation.
No, okay, no. But
We,
for real,
we actually have to make sure that Dan actually.
we got to make
comes
sure he's
before
fed.
Tracking.
And whatever you do not feed him after 9.
I do have to. Be
He's eating ice right now.
Do
What do we
not
do?
feed him after 9. He makes him Indian.
Ice is fine. Ice is.
He's like a little
completely fine.
mogwai.
I always have to have a fucking snack. If I'm gonna write something, I have to have a snack. Like
He has demands.
a warm apple
does.
pie.
His new name is Gizmo.
I need a snack, damn it.
I feel like we're in that scene from Wayne's World where he's like, Then we got the whole brown M&Ms in the bowl for Dan.
Just so we kind of like talk about Dan for the second. He's a
Pretty
good
weird.
He's a good listener. All right, for all you ladies out there, Dan is a good listener.
That's a lie. He doesn't
He
listen
likes
to me.
long walks in the park. He shows his cock at any moment that he can.
Try to feed it to a bird.
So for all you sex addicts out there, Dan Reet is the guy to go to.
I don't like listening. If you have a problem, go figure it the fuck out.
I hate walking.
We
My
will,
penis stays in my pants.
we will actually post up his phone number and home address on this next podcast.
Well, yeah, there's a sign that says keep your shirts and shoes on. He takes them off. It says take off your shirt and shoes. He keeps them on. That's what he just does.
He's a fucking rebel.
But anyway, when we came to writing that part, I thought it was when it came to writing that part, I thought it was really awesome because we really never gave Dan, like not that we gave it to him, but he never really had a solo section.
Yeah.
So it was really cool when it was presented, and we're like, oh, it's got kind of both best of both worlds, so we just kept it.
Yeah.
What fucking solo?
No, not the solo.
Dude,
It's on the
that
isolated part of the
reminds me of
guitar.
a solo. I'm sorry.
What part?
I can't.
I heard a part that sounded like a solo to me.
Am I
exactly.
fucking
Okay, we're
nuts?
gonna
Yes, you
pause
are.
the show for a minute. All right, we just listened to that again. Was that not a solo?
I
It was isol.
Do we need to listen to that
solo.
again?
Okay,
Do we need to listen to that
isolated
again?
I
guitar
guess
playing.
if you're technical about it, it's a fucking solo. All right?
Biddly,
It's
biddly,
not
biddly,
something I would
biddly,
call a
biddly.
solo. I don't
It's
know
a
what I
moment
would
in a song that highlights your
Correct.
guitar ability.
Correct.
No, come on, let's get
It's
real
such
technical.
like I don't know, man. It's
I'm
such
gonna
like
just
a
do this. When
rhythm
Dan's
sounding
playing
You did a
part.
full-blown scale there.
It's just like
That was different than any part of the song.
It's like a bunch of hammer-ons and pull-offs on
It's
two different
isolated
octaves.
You
guitar
love
music.
pulling off.
Stop
Okay,
feeding him
asshole.
ammunition. We're
like-
talking technical
He
here.
doesn't pull off. He pulls out. 'Cause
Pulls
he-
out.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And now we're back to sexual.
Do you like doing those pull outs or pull offs?
Do you like pulling on or
I-
pulling off hard
I
better?
don't fucking take that risk, Charlie. Anyway, I don't know if that's a solo. I guess y'all calling it that. It's a solo.
It
But
sounds like a fucking
however,
solo.
if I was in a room with a bunch of guitarists and I said, listen to my solo, they'd probably fucking laugh at that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those guys.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Go listen to
There's-
The Red by Chevelle. The most easiest guitar solo that you'll ever hear in your
the
entire
same,
life.
It's in the same vein of that.
Exactly. So it's considered a solo.
Okay.
So shut the fuck up.
All right, we're gonna turn to the crowd. Please call at 1-800-755.
You kept
Is it a
it
solo?
short and simple,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the next time you do it, it might be longer and harder.
Just
Exactly.
like my Irish dick.
So give yourself some credit. man. Everybody, can we sit here at this table right now and say that Dan wrote a pretty good solo? It was a pretty
all
good
in favor
approach.
say aye.
It's
I-
All,
Aye.
all opposed.
It's like Paranormal Activity
It's
7.
not your fault.
It's just that fucking
It's not
bad.
your fault.
You coming over?
You guys get back and Dan's like, we're scrapping that fucking part. We're rewriting the whole song.
We're in the
One
car.
longer
That
solo,
is so not
guys.
part of the album.
I'm
It's
gonna
gone.
fucking
It's
tell you
over.
this right now. You ever put me in that awkward position again, I'll fucking mutilate.
The one song we were talking about scrapping off the
This
album.
might be the only time to hear Sinister and Dan solo, so please download this interview
it.
now and keep it in your back pocket
and
for a rainy
and
day.
cut it and put it out on YouTube. Be those people.
Be those people. Illegally strip the track from the show and upload it and just name it
Exactly.
Give
Sinister
us credit.
featuring
Or,
Dan Solo.
or just legally strip the track from the show.
legally strip it. You
illegally-
have One Steel
illegally
Wounds
do it.
permission.
I'll tell you what, right
Just
now.
give us credit.
If you take that song, cut it, and then you put it on YouTube, DM Brandon Michael Castillo, and I will send you a naked picture of Dan. And you
Don't
could
do
put-
that. You don't want a naked
Dan,
picture.
Brandon,
I'm
that's how
doing
you
that
go to
right now.
jail.
I'm doing that right now.
Or we
the
could put,
show's not even uploaded
Oh,
yet.
fuck.
Dude, we were at this venue while
You just
it-
have to
while
ask
it
Dan to
was
go
in
to the
a-
bathroom with you. You don't
Yeah.
need to.
Oh
ask
no,
him.
Dan has sent me some weird pics.
I'm sure he has.
All
Okay,
right.
let's get off that
All
subject.
right.
Let's
We
move
were at
forward.
we
Something-
were at a venue that was like partially it just wasn't open for business at the time, but we were like the only band there, and they had these like curtains or whatever, and I had Brandon record this, and I was like, "Hey man, introduce me like I'm entering the field, like I'm a football player."
Wait,
He's like,
where's this at? Which
no,
one is this?
I
this at
can't- I'm
Cobra
not.
Lounge?
No, I'm not saying the venue. I'm not saying the
okay.
venue, and neither are you guys. But I'm just saying there was curtains, and I'm like, introduce me like I'm entering the field at
And-
like a
and
Super Bowl, and he's
Give
like,
us how it sounded.
like introduce. Go ahead.
Oh, I remember this now. Oh my god.
Coming on the field at the height of 5 feet 9 inches, the protagonist, Ragonist Dan Reitz. I don't know, it was
He's
something
like
like
playing
that.
for the Bears or some shit.
Play-
I don't know,
number
but-
54, come on out, Dan Reitz.
And I
He
ran
broke
through
through.
the curtains. I like pushed
a
them
guitar?
open. No, I pushed through the curtains, and my dick and balls were just tucked, and my pants were just entirely down. And I had my hands up in the air without a shirt on, pants around the ankle. I was like, "Yeah,
I love football." There have been crazy times though.
I'm not weird though."
I remember like this was 2000. This is like when I first met Dan. This is like my first like I don't know understanding of who,
Every
who
fucking
Dan
time
was.
you say this story though, and it's not.
It's not even this story. It's just there have been several other times. So Dan, I first met him and I thought he was a really cool, down to earth dude.
No, you don't.
So one day, him and our
It's
ex
completely
drummer
changed since
Mike.
then. 8 years does
yeah,
that to
hold
a
on,
man.
hold on. So him and Mike, our ex drummer, they used to spend the night at my house all the time. But this one night, my ex girlfriend came over.
Dude.
Okay, maybe we need to not
Please
say
go
this.
to commercial.
Okay.
Go to commercial.
Commercial. We're pausing
it's
this.
not that one.
And
Hey, come check out Small Town Mentality Podcast with your host Ben and
Austin.
We are on every Thursday morning
with tips on how to be a more efficient racist.
No, we don't do that.
Also, best ways to bag your sister in the sack.
No, I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Also, we do impressions.
We don't do that either. We do have some buttons that we push sometimes.
What? And black people.
Anyways, you can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, and everywhere you get a podcast.
You can find us closest to your nearing Burning Cross.
No, you can't. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at STM Podcast. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
And we're back.
No, we've straightened everything out.
had to slow your roll there a little
Sorry,
bit.
we had some
Temperature is
technical
39
difficulties.
degrees.
Brandon slipped and fell and hurt his head.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's in the
Just
hospital.
wieners flying everywhere.
No, but I'll tell you, there is a story. What ended up happening was it was me, Mike, a couple of our friends out in Oak Forest, and it was like, oh man, it was like 4 years ago now, 3 years ago. And what ended up happening was they were just turning like 21 at the time, so they weren't 21 yet. And all we did was we bought like 3 bottles of Jack Daniels and nothing else, and we just devoured it to the point where I started recording Dan. It was like 7 in the morning. We just walked into my bedroom. Everybody's trying to pass out, and Dan's just on the floor holding an empty bottle of whiskey, and I have the footage going, and I took it, and he's like, give me my whiskey. Give me the whiskey. You can't take it from me. Give it to me. It's mine. And then he just starts rolling on the floor crying, give me my whiskey.
and just so everybody knows, Dan's he's kind of a little bitch when it comes to tequila.
A little bit.
I don't
hello
do tequila,
everyone.
man.
I'm a weird little bitch.
I have the video,
Yes,
man.
he is.
I've got
On tequila.
You guys have the video for everything.
Who
I've
the
got
fuck
the video,
doesn't
man.
get naked on tequila? That doesn't make you a little bitch. That makes you normal.
That makes you
So
fantastic.
when do the One Steel Wound Lost videos come out?
Oh, I have them
Yeah.
all. I'm gonna make
The DVD.
Those
if
are
you help us be famous, I'll release every single
Have
one
we
of
not
them.
helped you
Those-
be famous? You've
those
been on the
are-
Metal Experience 5
More.
times.
those are going to be some.
I will have a Dan Reach exclusive.
You ain't
just
gonna be
real.
able to buy those in stores because those are gonna be in like the porno section. Telling you right now, there have been a lot of naked moments with this band.
Oh my God, we're fucking weird.
It's gonna
I'm
be
not
called
gonna lie.
Cannibal
we're
Island.
Yeah. We're like these guys. That's what it's gonna say. It's pretty bad.
We're gonna have 2 thumbs in. So
Oh my
Now that we
God.
straightened everything out.
Now we're back to
All right,
the
Well, let's talk about One Steel Wound and music.
Let's change gears.
For now, Do you guys have any shows booked?
Nope.
What's the cool thing is that as we got like we said, this
You guys
is
all
probably
own trucks, right? Nope. Nope.
Well, the cool thing is that since we got back together, and this is like the very productive week, like since it's been a long time that we got back together, and we're gonna start getting ready to do shows and start incorporating some of the new songs with the old music.
Yeah.
So really exciting about that because we're all dying for the show and the lights.
I'm not dying. Gerard might be dying.
I'm dying a little inside.
For anyone that can still hear the Vendetta stuff on YouTube, what would be, if you had to pick songs off that record to still play live, what would they be?
Yeah.
Yes, Luco.
Send
looking
them
directly
to our Instagram page.
No, I'm saying you.
Facebook.
Oh, me?
And Brandon, yeah.
Oh.
I was
He's asking you.
Oh, I thought you were asking the
You know,
crowd.
because Dan's
John
asking
goes,
the
"Yeah,
questions
Luco,
now.
what the fuck? What
Dan
would you
asks
pick?"
the real
Sorry.
questions the fans wants to know.
Anyway, so ask your question again.
Okay, if you had
Say
to
it
pick
sexy.
songs.
Oh, yeah.
Off our Vendetta.
That is creepy.
Why am I creepy, weird little
My
bitch?
boner is going down.
Okay, I'm
With
sorry.
that voice.
Hey, if you had to pick a few
Hey, yo,
songs.
guess to pick a song.
Rock hard. I am
Off
rock hard right now.
rock hard tonight.
All right, now go ahead. Tell me the
All right,
question.
if you had to pick songs, not a certain number, just songs to fill into our set list off of Vendetta where people can still listen to that album on YouTube, what would those songs be?
For me personally, it would be They Say and Sadistic.
Brandon.
And now off to you, Brandon Castillo.
Fuck, man.
Vendetta and Vendetta on repeat.
Fuck that, man. I don't know. If I was gonna end up doing something from that record, there's a lot of rad songs I like doing.
All right, great.
Probably say Flames.
All right,
Flames,
great.
Flames is a good song. They Say and Bury Me.
That's fantastic.
All right.
Yeah,
Here's
so-
what I would choose. Boom. None.
Yeah. Fuck that record. Hey, listen, I love doing that. I want to say right now I love doing that record. Shout out to Steve Eldridge and Qualia.
Yes.
Sorry. The name, it just drove me off. So, all right. So Qualia, Mike Boyer, all those guys are awesome.
I think Jordan Pop did some work on that record as well. Some minor like edits or something. But yeah, fuck yeah to Steve.
I'm glad our shirt's now a towel for you, Gerard.
Yeah.
Just
What's
It's not a towel.
It's a booger
I was
rag.
gonna cough.
It's a booger rag.
I was gonna cough and I didn't want to.
Beer me.
Say Productions, by the way, is Steve's thing. SAE Productions.
That's right.
But no, we still like the tracks. In all seriousness, if I had to pick like songs off there, I'd probably pick Flames, and that'd probably be it.
How many did we have on there? 7. So
We
you pick
had
all
8.
7
We
of
had
them?
8. I mean, I could pick more. It's just like I really like the new shit.
Yeah.
Would you do a cover song at all to fill in time?
Yes, we would.
We have before, but I don't think it's our strong suit. Like, I think we've done it before, and I've seen crowds' reactions. I don't know. I just feel like it's a low moment in the set list. Like, there's pros and cons. Like, we've done. I remember in the early days, we would actually just riff off of like fucking "I Stand Alone" by Godsmack, and playing at bars and shit. That would win a lot of people fucking over.
Yeah.
And then they'd actually be interested. But nowadays, like the level of production that we're putting into our shows, I feel like it's honestly kind of like a low point because we don't have programmed lights to these covers. So basically, there's like 8 songs, all this production into it. We're giving it our all, and then there's just like kind of like a fuck off moment.
Which, let's backtrack for a moment. You guys are one of the few bands that we have seen actually have their own programmed high-end
Thank you,
light
Gerard.
show.
Damn.
Yeah, that's due to my craziness. I'm
Yeah.
a mad scientist.
It is insane, but it is fucking awesome.
Yeah, you know, I remember when I was programming them and Dan was sitting there, he's like, aren't you afraid they're going to have, like, you know, get a seizure or something? I'm like, good.
Yeah. I don't know. I love doing the cover songs personally. We incorporated at one time like Deftones,
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, Rob Zombie, and Korn.
What songs?
We did Dragula by Rob Zombie. We did Blind and Freak on a Leash by Korn,
Rocket
and
Skates.
we did Rocket Skates by Deftones, which I thought was really killer because we did the chorus with that like.
You guys should do a cheesy 80s cover and make it your own.
We can try. We're
I-
not going to do Africa, though. I heard Weezer did it.
I want to
ask you to
do
do
I want to do a
Africa.
cover to Africa.
will shoot you in
I'm
the
thinking
face.
more of like maybe some cheesy
Tainted
Elton
Love.
John
Tainted
or Phil
Love.
Collins.
Change
or
the World by Michael Jackson.
Dude, I could do that, man. Some coming in the air tonight, man.
Coming in the
Coming
air.
in the air tonight.
Guns a-blazing.
Non-point did it already.
You know, but
Madonna.
Dan hit it right on the head because it's
Coming.
I could do Madonna.
well.
I know you can.
to
Papa
Brandon.
don't
I
preach.
know.
Oh yeah, that's.
To
I was
take
thinking
this
more like a
conversation-
virgin, but okay.
all right.
To go on a serious note, though, Dan hit it right in the head. I mean, Luco and Morgan, think about it for a second. What if, like, the material that the band isn't playing, you're not into it, but then all of a sudden they play, I don't know, they play a Korn Blind, or they play a Slipknot song, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's fucking awesome. I want to see them for Slipknot again. It doesn't help the band
No.
because they want their new material to be heard. So it's like a double-edged sword. Yeah, we got you as a fan, but now if we don't play that song, you don't want to hear it.
The only thing I would say to any band out there, and yeah, this is like some true shit, but
Listen up.
if you play Walk at your show, you're an asshole. Because everybody plays Walk for some reason.
This is
I
Dan
don't
the
know why.
guitarist butting in. Why?
Why?
Guys,
Why?
man, it's like
And
fucking.
there's Dan.
That's like
Again with the
that's like
hard-hitting
every-
question.
It's like everyone's go-to song, and it's just like for me, it kind of ticks me off. Like, dude, I was in fucking Texas,
And it was just
And nobody
nonstop
wanted to hear
walk.
it.
and every band that played, like, they did some sort of incorporation of a Pantera song.
This
And
is Gerard
like-
butting in.
like it's,
Why?
I'm just saying it's cool, like, know your hometown, know your roots, and like all the shit that you're passionate about. But you don't see me, Dan Gerard, doing
You are
Chevelle
pissing
and
off the
Disturbed
largest
cover
state.
songs.
You're pissing off the largest state. The state that could succeed.
This is Morgan butting in.
Succeed
Why?
From the fucking
Why?
from the United States.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I would tribute a Pantera song, but I would I don't know. I couldn't.
Okay,
like,
so does
cover
it stop
in a
at
set
Texas and Pantera? Or does it, or like, okay, does
I'd
no
see-
Chicago band can do Smashing
Can we
Pumpkins
do
or
Republican
Disturbed?
states?
I've seen a ton
What
of
about Fall
bands
Out
all
Boy?
over the
Come
place
on.
just covering Pantera, and it's just
I've
like
seen Fall Out Boy cover Slayer.
it's just like with Metallica. Like everybody fucking does Enter Sandman, and it's just
In
like
the Bay Area, they're not allowed though.
yeah, they're not
Why?
yeah.
These are the rules of One Steel Wound.
I'm not saying you're a bad person
So it's been
whatsoever.
said.
I'm just saying personally, you will never see One Steel Wound, at least me with One Steel Wound doing a Pantera song live. If we do,
I don't. I like you.
Dan's
You
like,
have a Cowboys from Hell
Dan's like,
tattoo.
I want to
you have
cover.
a permanent ink
I,
on your
I,
neck.
I love it, but I'm just saying,
Oh
like,
my
if,
God,
if
things
we
have
if
gotten
we
so out
if
of
we
hand
do it,
now.
we're gonna do it as a tribute. It's not.
Dan's
gonna,
like,
it's
I
not-
want to cover Walk.
It's not. It's not going to be. All I'm saying is, it's not going to be something that we cover in our set list every single night.
I'm
It's
saying-
like a
okay.
filler. That's what I'm trying to say.
All
I'm
right.
not trying to say like, oh no, never do a Pantera
Okay.
song.
All
I'm
right.
just saying, don't fucking cover
I'll
it every
I'll
single
translate.
night. That's all
I'll
I'm saying.
translate.
No, I got it. I'll
Okay.
translate. Let me do it. I'll do
Why?
the sign
You
language.
okay, I'm gonna translate real quick. Brandon, I think, doesn't want to do like the #1 hit.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
You
The
got your
most
deep cut.
overplayed, easiest cover to do for bands to cover.
Yes.
Right.
I get it.
We'll play something off Southern Trendkill.
If we're gonna do a song from Pantera,
Nice.
What would it be, Brandon?
what would it be? Hold on.
You
I
have
want
a-
it that
I
way.
have to play it first. I can't
The
just say
Backstreet
it.
Good
Boys.
friends and a
Yes.
bottle of pills.
I fucked your girlfriend last night.
That's perfect.
That would be the most. I would like to see that.
Yeah, Brandon, you have a challenge.
I can do that.
I would
All
like to
right.
see that played live by One
Let's
Steel
do that.
Wound.
One Steel Wound. There you go.
And all
Hold on,
serious-
if we're gonna do a song, we're gonna do
You don't
this
have to
one.
He's
You
playing.
can just
He's
tell
playing.
us because we're not going to play it.
You can just tell us because
Brandon,
we,
just
we
tell
know
us the name.
Pantera
Yeah,
songs.
It's
We'll
called,
look it
it's
up.
called Tens.
10.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Play
You know-
Pantera's 10.
But playing the cover
Tens.
for like when we did the Rob Zombie cover, we had a lot of fun with that. But Dan, like, because we have all that production, like the lights and the synthesizers. So when we did the Rob Zombie, it just really did not sound full at all.
Yo,
like it just,
I'll go on
it
record
was-
and apologize for anyone in that audience
Yeah.
whenever we played Dracula.
Oh, man.
That shit sounded weak and not well rehearsed because we didn't even do the. We never cover a whole song. We
only
just
do half.
combine shit together. And
What?
it's
Luco butting in. Why?
because we suck.
You can say the fuck out of this.
No, but dude, honestly, ever since like I heard like Metallica Garage Inc. when I was a kid, I've always dreamed of doing like a whole album of like covers. at a certain stage in the
Can I
career.
talk? Can I talk? Are you finished? Are you finished? Are you finished?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm finished.
Okay, so yeah. So covers are good. I just don't think it's good for us right now. Although we could do like the Bad Wolves thing and like just do a really huge song, and that might propel us
to be Bujagaba. You know what I'm talking about.
apple pie.
All right. Well, we'll take a break for a minute and just go through some announcements that are going on in the next couple
Morgan,
of weeks.
Luca butting in over here.
No.
I just want to say
why.
Thank you for everyone listening to One Steel Wound, Imaginary Rules, and their imaginary big dick swinging.
And you'll never hear us play Walk.
You won't. I will have to go on the record to say, speak for yourself.
Or
they're not imaginary; they're real.
Wait, we couldn't play Walk because I can't play that solo because I'm a shitty guitarist.
This is true.
Boom.
I will.
All right.
You know
Well, some
who's who's a
announcements.
really good guitarist? The dude. God, what is his fucking name? I'll come back to it. Announcements.
All right, here we go. Our friends in Wings of Severance have tickets for sale to see them open up for Unearth, happening at the Forge in
Nice.
Joliet. They are selling them, I don't know how much they're for. $17.
Oh.
So hit them up. They've got quick pay. Then our friends in Her Worst Nightmare have debuted their album artwork. The album is all done, and the record is going to be released soon. So check that out. Go to their Facebook page, see the artwork, and stay tuned. Our friends in Arabella are on tour as of yesterday. They hit up Tennessee, and you can see them hitting up Oklahoma tomorrow, and then they'll be in Texas, Arizona, California, Colorado, Missouri, all that fun stuff. Check out their Facebook for more information.
All that fun stuff?
All that fun stuff. You know how that goes, touring and whatnot. All right, and then we have a show happening on Hollow Scream. This
What?
is on October 27th, Saturday. On My Six is playing with Ultria, Sisma, Wings of Severance at Hijinks with Black Market Democracy, and that is a free show, 6 p.m. music at 7. That is in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. So make sure you check that out. Our friends in the Blank Standard are releasing an album on November 2nd. It's going to be on their Bandcamp, so stay tuned for that. Also going on, give me a second. I got a lot of things here, but... oh, yeah. So 7 years ago, Luco and I had our first sponsored event underneath the name A Piece of Metal, and it was with Reaping Asmodia, Impale, and Dark Entropy at a piece of...
Mike's Love and Music.
Mike's Love and Music.
Oh.
Ta-da! Long time ago. Great show.
How many years?
7.
7.
7 years ago.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Friday, October 26th at, what is this? In Braidwood at the...
Freaks?
Something Fuel Saloon.
Top Fuel Saloon.
Top. Thank you. That font is weird. Blood of Heroes, Endgame, Invent to Atmosphere. It's $10 all ages, and doors are going to be at 7. Hosted by Voodoo Queen Management. It's their last show, more likely for the end of the year, so check that out.
Like the venue's last show?
No, Voodoo Queen Management's put it together. So I can't pronounce this because Elijah didn't tell me how to, the new writer for us, but his band Dismalimurance. Oh, Jesus. They just announced that Craig from Desona is going to be sharing the stage with them as their bassist as they open up for Encephalum and Septic Flesh at the Forge in January. They have tickets if you're interested for $25. So check that out. They have a full lineup ready for their January show. And then happening in West Chicago, it's the Creep Show going down at Cairo Ale House on the 26th. Man, this font's weird. Maybe it's the 28th. Jury of Fears, the Beta Waves, Welcome to Jonestown. I can't read the rest of this. Mandatory Abortions, The Transference. Weird fonts. Face the Fire has a brand new single called Taken Enough that comes out this Friday, the 26th. Make sure to check that out. Dire Atrophy has their Escape EP available for stream now on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and more. They're from Florida. Luca went to high school with the vocalist. They were our pick of the week not too long ago, a couple months ago, so check that out. Out in Romeoville this coming weekend at Spanky's Bar and Grill, there's a show on Saturday called Halloween Hellfest with Blood Feud, Vile Cynic, The Outer Waves, Torn by Tentacles, The Radio Men, Beneath the Hollow, Bloodletter, and The King's Rising. It's all ages and $10 in advance, but you can get $15 at the door or $3 off with a costume. Yay! Good things.
Good stuff, Morgan.
And then that's all I got for now.
Shout out
And
to Kevin.
then I got
from
nothing.
Face
Oh
the
yes.
Fire.
Also on Friday, Fool's Brew has a brand new music video coming out for
Yes.
Ghost Riders. That's going to be fucking awesome. We'll share the link when we have it available. Next week on the show for our Halloween show, Blood of the Wolf is going to be coming on for their very first time. It's going to be
very
awesome.
foist.
The very first time.
Foist.
Very first. So make sure you come out to Fitz's Spirit Keys if you're available in Uptown Elmhurst. And we'll be downstairs more than likely, I would assume.
I think we'll be upstairs because Jazz Night's going on right meow.
Maybe. We'll find out.
So we're in the dungeon right now.
Right meow.
The rape dungeon.
Ooh.
Charlie, you're getting a finger or two in your anus tonight.
Well, right now, where can everybody find everything that is One Steel Wound?
Well, we got us on Spotify, Bandcamp. You can get us on our Facebook page. I mean, all of our shop links are connected into there, too.
Are you on one of them Spotify playlists?
No, man. No, we're not.
Soon, man.
We are not on Spotify right now.
What?
We were, but we had to
Yeah,
get
what
taken
happened?
down.
We, because we deliberately took off Vendetta. Because we were
Oh.
under the assumption we were going to be releasing music soon, and we did not. But before December 1st,
Yeah.
a
There'll
song
be-
will come.
Okay.
If we play it,
And you
hopefully
you
fans
can
will
find
come.
all of us individually too. So don't be afraid to look for us.
It'll be on Spotify, so right when you go on our Spotify on One Steel Wound, it will be really easy to see because it will be the only thing on there. And you can easily add it to your playlist. If you like it or don't like it, you should add it anyway.
And go follow Branson on his personal Instagram page and help me grow my followers, dog.
Easy,
Dog.
Branson.
And the last track that you brought tonight with you to play, another demo, is called what?
The Pitch.
The Pitch.
Yes.
Is this about the movie Pitch Perfect?
No. But we thought about it.
Kind
for a
of
second.
opposite.
Yo, I saw that shit in theaters.
Which one? There's been three.
Why?
Okay, what was the one?
Why?
I don't know.
'Cause-
I just know there's been three.
What was
So-
the one with the boat?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know there's been three.
Well, the one with the boat.
Hey,
You
Dan.
you guys should have
Dan.
a button with
Dan.
Why? Why?
Dan,
Why?
I have your man card. I'll give it back to you next
But
year.
I was
yeah.
on a date.
I'm sure you
Anyways,
were. I'm sure you were.
With a
You were with me.
With
man.
his hand.
Woman.
We were together
Woman.
that day. Remember?
So
Yeah.
anyways, with the pitch.
Wait, hold on, really quick. How'd your date go?
It went fantastic.
That specific one?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Well.
he's not with the chick, so not well.
No, I am.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Well, not now.
Oh.
Wow.
Why?
That was a nice backhand. Yeah, I am.
you deserved it.
I am still with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I just see you posting selfies. I didn't know.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, trust me, Morgan. We didn't know either. So
The date went well.
Okay.
There was honestly maybe like one good part in that movie
I was the
So,
comment center. and it
with
did not
DJ
go well.
Khaled.
Was that Adam Devine's character?
I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, are you saying Adam Devine would play DJ Khaled?
No, I just know Adam Devine's in the movie.
Who's Adam Devine?
Workaholics?
Who's that?
This seems like a show that would be right up your alley.
It's not though.
It is
It's
up my
okay.
alley.
No, it's not. It's there.
It's up my alley.
It's right up my
It's not in his
so
alley.
far up my goddamn alley.
It's okay. Things
Which
just
one is
took a wrong
Adam?
turn. It's
Is
okay.
It
The goofy guy.
well, they're all
like-
three are.
All right, so the pitch.
Look
So
up Adam
far
Devine.
Up my goddamn alley.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll turn
Brandon.
this goddamn bus around. Anyway, the pitch. Right. Songs, music.
Oh yeah. What? How did we even get on?
I
Date
made some
went
bad
well.
jokes.
Okay.
It
Date went
went
well.
to a terrible thing. Yeah, let's. Okay.
I still date.
Yeah, but anyways, aside from all that, yeah. So the pitch was actually a song that kind of started off in the studio with me and the producer Nick Palazzo about sometime last year, and I was kind of going through some personal shit at the time, and just wanted to make the most, I don't know, disgusting thing that I physically could possibly. And sent it to Dan, and Dan, I don't know, did his thing on it. Gerard put his input on it, and like we all just made a pretty killer ass track. The main thing that it really talks about is just kind of like past relationships and just trying to get your mind off about things. Yeah, so that's pretty much what the pitch is for the most part.
I will elaborate a little bit on it.
Yeah, I know. Go for it.
Yeah, it was just because, I mean, when we're all in relationships, I mean, we could write a song about, oh, get better, you know, the happy-go-lucky, get back up, do it again, you know, get stronger. But we said, what if we wrote a song about we could do whatever we wanted to get revenge in that moment, but just in our mind and not so much physically do it.
Yeah.
And in closing, oh, go on.
No, I was just gonna say it's just like the perfect murder in a sense. I don't know, like that's how we kind of wrote it out. Like it was just like not killing somebody physically, but like killing off a relationship with somebody where it was just like you didn't want to be with them anymore, you didn't want to be associated with them anymore, and
that's
know,
cold.
yeah,
that's cold.
We've all been there.
Yeah, it's not.
That's cold.
It's not saying like go out and do something terrible to somebody.
Go out and murder someone.
Brandon doesn't condone murder.
No, I do not condone murder. Don't go out there and hurt anybody.
Date. I said we should date sometime, socially. Go out and kick it.
But anyways, yeah. So that was the thing. It was about just like how Gerard said, in a revenge sort of state, but it was just cutting somebody out of your life in general. I mean, it can relate to, a friendship, a relationship with somebody. Like, so it's just, I don't know. It's all over the place with it. But the main thing is, like, you should be you and be happy and, do what you want to do in life, because that's the kind of shit that counts is, living in the moment rather than living in the past.
Us explaining what the track about is longer than the track.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still got 3 more minutes, Dan. Don't fucking cut this off for me.
Yeah.
You got more to add?
No, I'm done. I just wanted to insult.
Okay. Well, this has been great, guys, and I'm glad you guys brought some brand new jams for us to look forward to a new EP from you guys.
This is it.
You actually hear Gerard. You hear Gerard sing on this song too. So
yes, I'm at the end.
Is this it?
This is it.
is the
Dan.
end?
I'm
I
gonna
will
say
say this.
goodbye.
and you hear me sing too on this song
I
too.
will say this: if I don't hear Luco's super sweet review at the end of the song, I will go shit on his lawn. I will shit on his lawn so
Perfect.
hard.
I need fertilizer.
This is the first One Steel Wound song that you actually get to hear Brandon sing a clean part on. So
What?
Okay.
yeah, so
I hope.
Brandon's talking in the third person. Gotcha.
And this is
Got
the
it.
first time we've ever used 8-bit
yeah.
effects as well.
yeah,
Use what effects?
8-bit, like retro
Ninten-
Atari effects.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
crank that shit.
I hope we
DJ spin
return
it.
for a 6th time
Of course you will.
Thank
We're gonna
you,
hit
Metal
lucky number 10,
Experience.
Of course
and then after
you
that you
will.
can fire us.
for keeping metal alive.
Shut up.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Phil and Samo.
Shut the fuck up.
We should have a Dan How Does Date Go section next time around.
All right. This is Pantera's Walk.
Yeah, let's
you guys
piss
ready?
off. Never mind.
All right, the last demo track of the evening from One Steel Wound off the upcoming EP, if it makes the cut.
Oh, it's gonna make the cut, all right.
It's called The Pitch. It might not be the same when you hear it again
Fever Pitch.
on the EP. They
I just
may
got a
change
text
it.
message from Dan. We're scrapping it.
This is the only time you'll hear The Pitch by One Steel Wound.
No, Brandon just texted me and said we're keeping it.
It's gonna change.
And then I said I'm
overnight.
out. Deuces.
Again, this is a demo, and it will hopefully be out on the upcoming EP.
And it's
Once
scrapped
again, Blood of the Wolf will be on with us next week for the Halloween episode of the Metal Experience. Join us, Fitz and Spare Keys, 8 p.m. till around 10:30, 11. As always, good night. And check out themetalexperience.com for more information.
.com.
Later,
Daddy's
dog.
going to tuck you in.
That was easy.
Oh yeah.
Good night.